I got update to my home invasion situation. Now in the state of Nevada, like many other states, you're not allowed to do any investigations. It's very important. Unless you have a PLB card, which I do not have. And I stuck with the property ownership argument that I presented in the judicial court here in downtown Las Vegas, Nevada, Clark County. Why was I experiencing home invasions? Why was I remembering that I was a property owner? Why was my family pushing me away? Without giving leading testimony, I kept doing my research that's available to the public in terms of public records. And I'd done so much research, and I never thought to track the property records associated with the parcel that I claimed to own in court at 150 Hoover Avenue, which I purchased at Chase Bank in Kingman, Arizona. I gave $250,000 for it. And I remember paying my taxes, and I remember the county recorder. I can still locate her persons just out of memory. Granted, it's probably somebody with a different identification because that was an elected official. I wouldn't be able to question that person. So I've been very careful about what I search for because I don't want to get in trouble. But in looking at the current owner and getting behind who owns that company, I tracked the public record to another parcel, and I forwarded this information to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's Office of Public Information, PIO. And we were going back and forth. Well, you need to go to the judicial court. No, I can't, because I would just be telling stories. And at the time I reported the home invasion, I gave my verbal statement and was not given the opportunity to file a report. So after going back and forth, I assumed that they were trying to entrap me to get me to go back to the judicial court to give more testimony, get me on perjury charges. And then there's like, well, you gotta come and file a report. I'm like, well, you didn't give me the opportunity to file a report before. It's kind of waiting on. So I forwarded the situation to the prosecuting attorney, and they replied that the district attorney would follow up. So, because I experienced the home invasions, plural, not singular, and because I couldn't see something to say something, I could only report what I was experiencing. But I am confident there's a RICO violation in that they cross state lines. Because the police did not conduct an investigation, their surveillance camera information has not become a subject matter yet. So, I'm pretty confident that because the prosecuting attorney is bringing up the district attorney in this conversation via email to my persons, that a RICO violation should come about here in Las Vegas, Nevada, Clark County. But time will tell. And I would imagine that would go to a grand jury, and that would be a sealed indictment, and nobody would know about it until it comes about. But I stayed the course. I'm confident that I'm the legal property owner, and it's a very complicated legal situation. And I also have a lawsuit against the Federal Bureau of Investigation. They're allowed to be dismissed. It's called Owens versus FBI. Excuse me. Now you would ask, why would I allow something to be dismissed? Because at the time the bank advised me, and I followed the advice, to lock my keys in the safe deposit box because my checking book got stolen while I was at a hotel. The keys were locked in the box. So because the federal judge dismissed the case, I can assume that that's keeping the keys in the box. She's saying in Owens versus FBI, you have to keep it locked. So by allowing it to be dismissed, the federal government said, keep it secure. Go at it from another angle. So I think I found that other angle. And also, a statement which I did not give, I don't believe, was that the suspect, who I can barely give a description of because I was sleeping at the time, fits the description of the property owner from the associated parcel number of the owner listed by the county recorder. So I tracked that parcel number to the home of the owner, and guess what I find? An obituary from 2018. I just captured a screenshot of it just in case, because I have found that obituaries disappear. My great-grandmother, Mary Kaiser, her obituary disappeared off of the internet. And even though I questioned the funeral home, I didn't get a reply. That's when I realized the extent of my family group problem. And so this situation is getting pretty complicated, and my safety is my priority. So staying in the men's shelter is a priority for me until the legal process has had the opportunity to review the entire situation. I just thought I would make a video of this in the event, you can twist your ankle and fall off the sidewalk and hit your head. And I already have a little bit of a memory problem, so I figured it'd be a good idea. Alright, have a great day.